The game Donkey Kong Country is a fun game with some levels that can definitely be challenging at times. These levels will most certainly put your platforming skills to the test. Oh, and the game has boss fights too. They're just kinda there though. Honestly, this game probably has some of the easiest boss fights out of any game I've played, which is so weird considering how challenging the rest of the game is. This game has a total of one boss fight I would consider difficult or challenging. The other 6 are incredibly easy. I'm going to try and rank all 7 fights from easiest to hardest in this video, which is not going to be a simple task, considering how easy most of them are, but I'm going to try my best. Number 7 is Very Gnawty. This is probably one of the easiest boss fights of all time. This guy just hops across the screen and you jump on his head 5 times. That's it. That's the fight. He's basically nothing more than a giant Goomba that can jump around a little bit. Number 6 is Really Gnawty. This is basically the same fight as Very Gnawty. The only difference is this guy can jump much higher into the air. Obviously that means this fight is slightly harder, but it's still one of the easiest boss fights ever. All it takes is just 5 quick hits and it's over, just like the last fight. Number 5 is Master Necky. This is another fight that takes almost no skill to beat. Just bounce up and down on the tower while avoiding the coconuts this giant Necky head spits at you from the side of the screen. Just like the last 2 bosses, all it takes is 5 quick hits and it's over. Notice a pattern here? Number 4 is Dumb Drum. Dumb Drum is a fitting name for this boss as it's a really dumb boss fight. This boss looks like a giant trash can. Seriously, I'm fighting a trash can? I know it's really some sort of toxic storage container, but even that is a ridiculous thing to be fighting. But the main reason this is a dumb boss fight is because all this boss does is just drop 2 enemies out of it that can easily be defeated, then try to smash itself down on top of you, which can easily be avoided. It does start to move faster and increases the number of times it smashes the ground after you defeat each wave of enemies, but it's so easy to dodge it's not a big deal. After easily defeating 5 waves of enemies, the fight is over. Number 3 is Master Necky Sr. I guess this boss is supposed to be the father of the giant Necky head you face much earlier in the game. This is the second to last boss you face, which is crazy considering how easy he is. This fight is similar to the fight you had with his son, the main difference being Necky Sr. now spits an extra coconut at you after each time you hit him. You can't really just hang out on the tower like you did in his son's fight. Well, not unless you want to make things more difficult. But if you get to the side of the screen, it's pretty easy to dodge the coconuts, then jump up off the tower to hit him. Like usual, it's over after 5 quick hits. Number 2 is Queen Bee. While this fight is definitely on the easier side, it does involve some precise timing, something that really wasn't needed in any of the previous fights that have been mentioned. You have to hit Queen Bee with a barrel to damage her, then get ready to move back and forth across the screen each time you hit her as she angrily flies up and down in a quick and aggressive manner. She'll become more enraged each time you hit her and move a little faster as well. Once you learn how to precisely avoid her angry attacks, it's a pretty easy fight. As usual, this fight is over after hitting her 5 times. Number 1 is King K. Rool. Here it is, the only challenging fight in the entire game. K. Rool is the final boss of the game, who starts off easy and gets more and more challenging as the fight goes on. The fight starts off with him tossing his crown at you, and you bonking him on the head. He'll then run across the screen and toss his crown again, allowing another hit. He will continue this a few more times, adding an extra run across the screen after each time he takes damage. After this, the next phase of the fight will start and cannonballs will begin to be shot down at you. Once you dodge them all, K. Rool will toss his crown at you again, giving you another chance to damage him. This pattern will continue a few more times, with an extra row of cannonballs being added after each hit. After hitting him a few more times, K. Rool will fall down and appear to be knocked out. Then my favorite part of this boss fight will happen as these ridiculous credits will begin to appear on the screen. Every word begins with a K, and all the credits are given to King K. Rool or one of his minions that appear in the game. These are obviously fake out credits, but I'm sure some people may have thought they were real and that the game was over when they first saw them. King K. Rool will eventually begin moving around and jump back up to his feet. He'll then begin jumping across the stage, with one large jump followed by a series of smaller jumps. This is definitely the hardest part of the fight, as it may take several tries for you to be able to understand his jumping patterns and to get the timing right when you roll under him, as it does have to be pretty precise. He has an extra row of jumps after each hit. After 3 more crown tosses and 3 more hits on K-Rool's head, the fight is over. This time for real. Well, that's it for this video. If you made it all the way to the end, then that must mean you enjoyed it. If you did, then please give it a like so this video can get pushed out for more people to see. And consider subscribing as well, since I definitely plan on making more videos like this in the future. With that said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see everyone again in the next one.